In this video, I would like to share my own story of how following my calling and living my calling, and also how you can find your calling and live your calling in the world. So my own story is that for many years of my life, about 10 years ago, I started to more connect with my true essence and go a path that is more aligned with who I am. But I can just share that for many years of my life, I felt really immense meaninglessness, because everything that people were living in the world, their ambitions and their goals, that didn't resonate with me. And I realized I have to find my own path. And this is not easy. So the path of following your own calling is something that was really difficult for me, because I couldn't feel my calling. I didn't know why I'm here on this earth. I didn't know what is my true purpose. What am I meant to do in this lifetime on this planet? So it was really, really difficult, and I felt lost for many, many years. And I had to let go even of finding anything that I'm meant to do, because I felt that letting go was for me a step forward, actually, because I tried so hard. And so it's, even if you feel maybe it's hard for you, it's difficult, and you feel lost, it doesn't mean that you're truly lost. I feel that it means that you want to find something that is uniquely relevant for your own path, for your own soul, for your own growth. You want to find your own calling. And I had to go through this process for many, many years. And I feel it's important to share that it's normal sometimes to feel lost, to feel even depressed, and to not knowing where to go in your life. And this can be a transition point for you to one day truly find something meaningful for you to follow and to live, and to put your passion and energy into this calling. So how can you find your calling, and how can you fully live and follow your calling? And one thing I want to share right now that I feel is important is that following your calling is very, very uncomfortable and will challenge you to grow. And it is less about the outcome of now I reached my calling. It's not a goal to achieve. It is all about the process. It's about who you become while following your calling. And your calling can also it can be many things. Some people's calling is to be an artist. Some people's calling is to be a doctor. Some people's calling is to be a mentor, like for me, for example, to help people. And for some people, their calling it can be simple things, even to be a car mechanic, or to be a father, or to be a mother. It can be many different things. But it's not about what it is and reaching a goal. It's more about who are you becoming in the process of realizing this calling. Because your calling is meant to break you open, crack you open in a good way. It's meant to challenge you. It's meant to challenge your beliefs. It's meant to challenge all your identifications of who you think you are. It will stretch you. It will challenge you. And that is the power of having a calling. It will bring out the best out of you. It will help you to truly shine your light. It will help you to truly find yourself. So finding your calling, it's a process. And if you feel lost right now, if you don't know what you should do, and you feel the old doesn't work for you anymore, this is a sign that you are aligning with your calling. Following your calling is not like, yeah, I'm following my calling, my life is perfect. No. Following your calling means you're honest to yourself. You're truly holding in, and you're truly listening to yourself, and you ask yourself, what is it that I am meant to bring into the world? Who is it that I'm meant to become? It's not only about what you bring into the world, it's also about who am I meant to become? What is it in me that wants to come through? So your calling is much more than just a goal to reach. It's much more than any outer goal. It can be part of it. You can make money with your calling. You can achieve many things. Outer success and fame or whatever. It can be, if this is your calling. But it is not what it's about. What it's about is who are you becoming in the process of getting there. And this is truly the only way to really align with your calling, if you make it less about your outer achievements and more about the inner process. Because life is an inner process. And your calling is in here. It's in your heart. It's in your heart. And your calling is not something that someone told you should do. It's not social pressure. It's not conditioning. It's really the seed the seed in your soul. It's really implanted in your heart. You can deeply feel it. And what does it take to connect to your calling is you connect to your essence first of all, because without feeling yourself, without feeling your essence, you can't feel your calling, because your true self, your true essence is part of your calling. It contains your calling, and it's here in your heart. There's a reason why the heart is called the heart. The heart of who you are is literally here, energetically centered in your heart. So your calling, it's a sacred duty, almost, you can say, to follow. And it can fulfill you, it can give you something that nothing else in the world can give you. And once you start to align with your calling, the right people will come who will support you with your calling to become who you're meant to become. You will start to heal, you will start to transform, you will start to change. So following your calling, you have to change, and you will change. And it's a really wild journey, I can say, even for my own life. I can say it's sometimes hard, it's sometimes difficult, or oftentimes difficult even. But I can really say from my heart, it feels true. It feels true to be on this path. It feels true to also do those sacrifices that even I had to take. Because my personal identity and even my ego sometimes wanted to have other things. I wanted to have it my way. I had plans for my life that I later realized weren't meant for me, and I had to let them go. I had to let these parts in me die. So following your calling is also a process of dying again and again and again, and letting go of all things that are not meant to that you're not meant to realize, not meant to live in this world, in this lifetime. So I hope this can help you to really find more clarity for yourself. Where are you at right now in your own journey? Are you at the process of maybe still following what was imprinted in you? Are you doing a job, or are you doing things that are not really, in your heart, it's not really who you truly are? Or are you right now in a transition process that you felt you can't do anymore what you did before, and you're right now in this void, kind of, in this process of not knowing, in the unknown? This is also a part of that. Or are you in the process where you already have a glimpse, you have an idea, I think there is something opening in front of me that I can follow? And or you're already at the process where it's like, yeah, I know my calling. I went through all these stages of falling apart and also not knowing, and now you are more in the knowing. So you can check in for yourself where you are at, and just know that you are guided and you will be supported on this journey. And if you have any questions or any comments, please share down below in the comments. I'm always happy to hear from any one of you, and also support you. I'm always open for questions, and you can also contact me. I'm also offering my own support and my own guidance and clarity sessions. And I wish you an amazing day. Be blessed, and may you find and live your calling.